The MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Get up to 1K in deposit match with Underdog Fantasy with promo code MLB SGPN. And welcome, everybody, to the MLB Gambling Podcast here on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. It is currently Tuesday morning, August 12th, around 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm your host, Scott Rochelle, once again joined by Adam Rosenberg. Together, we're going to break down the props for a new day, actually. Normally, we do Wednesday instead. We are traveling tomorrow, so we're going to be doing Tuesday instead. First time we've been doing Tuesday games, so we're in a bit of uncharted territory. Adam, how's it going with you? What's up?
Good. It was a little bit off. I need to stop with these 1 and 2 days. No one's going to get a Dear Diary tout tribe, diatribe on Twitter, but we gotta move some things forward. But yeah, it was just very weird because last night I was like, oh, cool, I can relax. I was like, no, actually, we have a show like tomorrow morning. So, yep. I was also looking at stats when you said, well, I don't know what just happened, but what happened? What happened during the ad read? I wasn't paying attention to you.
Oh, the countdown started again, so I had to. Muted my mic, so I had to restart that. I don't really know what happened there, but whatever, it's fine.
I don't know. But I got a bunch of dudes. I'm going with some hitters today, so we're gonna have some fun.
So I know once again, in case you are joining us for the first time, normally we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This week we are going to be doing Monday, Tuesday, and Friday night, most likely, for Saturday.
Or Saturday morning when we wake up.
We'll see what happens. Either way, point is we'll be in Vegas, so we wanted to plan accordingly, but the show must go on, so we just found more, I'd say, options when it comes to days to break down. I went 2-0-1 yesterday, so undefeated, didn't sweep, though. Gasper didn't play. I'm the king of the voids, so it's fine. But either way, point is did end up winning. Soderstrom who homered again because the guy's a monster, and I also had Heaney on his under strikeouts, which was a bit of a sweat. But either way, he stinks, and Heaney ended up going under his strikeout. So 2-0-1 day, can't complain. I'll try to keep it rolling here. Anyway, before we get into any of the actual props for the Tuesday card, a reminder that Sports Gambling Podcast is doing another pack break with Daps Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific. Get your team now. These teams will sell out. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break and use 10% discount code SGPN. Once again, that's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break. Use the code SGPN for 10% off. Anyway, starting off with the first play for the show. Adam, what do you like as your first player prop?
I actually bought 2 boxes for that pack break. So
did you get any results yet, or you're still?
That's tonight. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to watch. I'm going to be packing. So, but we had Trevor got me to make up a little bit with the Brewers. I do like Brewers exact stage elimination divisional round, but we had a really good show last night. They all invaded. It was fun. And I was 1 and 2. I had we started off great because Abbott did his thing, and then Yamamoto came back a little bit, but he got trashed early and just really never recovered. And I don't remember what other one was. Springs. And
Springs was garbage.
Springs I thought was a trap, and it was. And then what's his name had 2 walks, and then Javier had 2 walks in that game was actually bonkers. So
yeah.
Anyway, I'm ready to kind of jump in and do it. And you and I are the owners. You via me are the owner of we have a box of LA Rams and the Bucks is what we got because I wanted stuff it's a 2024 draft class. So I wanted to give us a shot at Jared Verse.
Oh, so it's only that draft class? Well,
no, it's just like you could get rookies that are like autographed within that. And so I picked that because we could get like Bucky Irvin in the
okay. All right.
So that'd be fun.
I have no idea what the market would be for an autograph card from a rookie. But.
I don't know. Honestly, I've started to, even though I've never been to the office, I've now started to acquire things in the SGPN Eagle Rock studio office. And they're just like, I have a briefcase full of ticket bets. I now have 2 boxes of cards. There are t-shirts there that are mine. So there's just like a bunch of stuff that Kramer texted me, and I just
doesn't make you feel any better if I've never been to the office either.
I've never. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go in December during my birthday because
I'm in California, right?
Yeah,
just never been there.
Yeah, so. We'll go one day.
I've never seen the glorious God's Eye in person.
Yeah, well, it'll indoor kids. So
yeah, what's going to be your first prop for the card on Tuesday?
Before I jump in, guys, shake this losing streak. You got any voodoo ideas on things that I can do here? I'm deciding I'm going to move a little bit off some of the pitcher stuff because actually the hitter stuff's been better for me. But
see, I don't know if voodoo stuff's the way I'd phrase it because I just think naturally your plays are riskier than mine because you play more plus money stuff than I do.
That's fair.
So I think
it's less loss. It's usually just like
correct. The argument though is that if you give out a walks play, for example, on Javier and it's like plus 190, in theory, if you go 1-2, but if you hit a massive plus money play, then you still make money.
Oh yeah, the ROI isn't crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So you're going for riskier plays than I am. My plays are usually like minus 120, stuff like that. So it's not really a matter of voodoo. I think I just pick in theory safer plays because I tend to take more minus stuff than you do.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, well, starting off with a minus play, the Iron Dome cap is back. We're gonna go with Dean Kramer under 17.5 outs at minus 130. If you've read the news, Israel's getting super aggressive. Everyone's turning against them as if they already hadn't. But what did I use as my news clipping for this? It was let's see. They targeted a whole bunch of journalists. So I'm going to use that I'm going to count that as a military exercise. And this is going to be my fade Kramer. I think that it's probably weighing on his mind. He's also off 103 pitches. He has not really been great after he goes over like a long triple digit start. 103 last start. Seattle's also just mashing right now. It's just sort of like I just don't want to get in the way of that bus. Rodgers is Wednesday. Seattle's worse against lefties. I imagine they could let him go a little bit deeper. A little bit warm today, about 7 degrees. Humidity higher than the regular temperature. Also, opposing right-handers are 9-2 to the under, or 2-9 to the over when it comes to outs over the last 11 versus the Orioles. So Dean Kramer, upset, distracted. People are gonna drop bombs on him. Minus 130 for under 17.5 outs.
Yeah, we know that Seattle's been quite good lately too. So the fact is, the offense, some of the trades might have just sparked a little bit of energy into this team. Seattle, and I think is now half a game back of Houston.
Yeah. I mean, Houston's a sloppy team.
No, correct. But I'm saying the point is that Seattle is a team that's starting to, I don't want to say make its final push for a division title because there's still about 2 months left. But the point is Seattle's offense has been better lately. So in general, they could do some damage against Kramer. So I'm fine with that. I see a question, though, from Joe. He's asking if you want to take the over 4.5 strikeouts with Rabbi Kramer today.
No, I mean, it's not. I don't like it as much as I like the under. I like his over hits allowed. I was thinking about that maybe. But I see Trevor talking about the Mariners -1 stuff. So I see that bet a lot. And here's my take on
I never bet it
because like the difference between them winning by 1 and winning by 2 is usually like 50 extra cents. Just bet the run line, and then you don't even have to lay a unit. It's just a better bet. But
I'm trying to think if I would ever actually bet the -1.
I just would never bet for a push.
If they were a home team. I don't think I've ever bet a -1 spread.
I bet it when I first started betting, and
I don't even think I ever did that.
I did it because there's a site that you could manually do it.
I mean, I think Five Dimes used to have like.
Yeah. It's just not like the problem with it is that, but I mean, it's not even a -147. Just bet the run line. Like the difference between a team winning by 1 and winning by like margin is like if they're gonna win, you think like you're basically paying juice for them.
You're paying juice for the insurance policy.
Yeah, and it's just like it's also a pussy way to bet, to be totally fair. But also,
I just don't really see much value in general because if you're betting the -1, first of all, they still need to win the game.
Yeah.
So you still have to sweat out a money line.
And they're the road team, so they have all 9 at bats.
Yeah, in this case, I'm just saying in general, because if you bet the -1, they still have to win the game. You still get a money line bet out of it. So if they win, then you just end up having a chance to push. Like I just feel like
it's
you're
just a bad ROI. Anyway, that's fine.
Yeah, but either way, you're going to say something.
No, that's it. I just faded on Kramer and Seattle's mashing on it.
Yep. So for my first prop for the show, I'm going to recycle. I'm 2-0 with this play on the show. Got to do it again. Guy is absolutely mashing. Give me Soderstrom again. I'll take his over 1.5 HRR at -110. Rinse and repeat. Same exact odds. Sure. He's had 2 HRR in 10 straight games. If you want to keep giving me -110, I'm going to say thank you. You're looking at his numbers recently. He's had at least 2 HRR in 12 of his last 16 home games. And Baz is pitching, who's been quite bad lately. Last 4 starts, 18 innings pitched, 19 earned runs. So the A's offense has been quite good. Baz has been quite bad lately. Soderstrom's gone over in 10 straight. The guy has been really, really good. And I do like the fact the A's offense as a whole has been solid. He's batting in the middle of the lineup. I'd say mainly towards the top, but still around the 5 spot, give or take. I think he's just mashing. I have nothing else to add. I took it yesterday and it won with that home run that he had later on in the game. Give me Soderstrom again. Give me the over 1.5 HRR at -110 as my first prop on the show. Thoughts? Because Soderstrom's kind of been my guy on the show lately.
Him and Bangaliers.
Yeah, they both homered yesterday.
Yeah. So
there you go.
No, he's been good.
Yep. They lost the game anyway, but I didn't care because
I mean when they're playing Sacramento, all those things are live.
Correct. So Soderstrom can. I think both times I took this prop, he homered. So we'll see if he can get there without homering potentially. But I'll take the home run too. So there you go. Anyway, I'm moving on to your second player prop for the Tuesday card. What do you like as your second prop?
All right, so I was going back and forth on a couple of these, and I actually have 2 plays in this game, so I'll give the pitcher side of the one first, but it's a batter-related thing. Dustin May, over 2.5 earned runs at +134. This is want to talk about rinse and repeat? Dustin May stinks. And every single time we take him, we take that over earned runs, and it works out pretty well. I believe, they had to use, let me just double check, but they're going to need him to at least go into the 6th because of just that game went off the rails yesterday. Let me just look at the roster resource. Closer depth chart, Boston. Oh, they only use 3 guys. Doesn't really matter. But either way, I did. He's over in all but 2 road games this year. He's 3 of his last 4. Houston's got a 112 WRC plus in the last 4 weeks against right-handed pitching. Houston's also been over 2.5 runs in the first 5 in 5 of their last 7, which I kind of use as a metric of hey, can you do this as an earned run thing? So, yeah. So anyway, give me Dustin May. Also, all of his metrics are in blue on it.
I believe his ERA on the road this season's north of 7. He's been a terrible road pitcher.
His last 3 starts on the road, which doesn't, even though he now everything's a road game for him because he got traded, but he's got his actual ERA is 9.88, but his expected is still 6.5. His K minus BB is 7.8. His swing strikes are bad. His walk rate's bad. His hard hit rate's 50% over his last 3 road games. His last 3 games overall, his hard hit rate is 52%.
He got killed by the Royals last time.
Yeah, not a lot to light there. And so anyway, yeah, gonna go with at plus money, plus 134. So it's 0.7 to win a unit on Dustin May. Again, he also, as I'm looking at it, his last 5 games, over in 3 of his last 5 games, he had this random shutout of Minnesota, as they were dying, but gave up 7 at San Francisco. That's a team that can't even hit. Gave up 4 in Boston before he got traded to Boston, and then gave up 3 at home against Kansas City. We actually had that last week.
Yeah. That was a home game against Kansas City. He stunk anyway, or technically a home game, but whatever. So,
anyway,
yeah,
I see Trevor saying the game stinks. It's not, whatever. The data says this. So I'm just going with that. I'm not playing the line on a.
Yeah, I don't think May is that great. I think it's pretty telling. I know that Glass now came back and they're getting and Ohtani can pitch again. I think it is pretty telling that the Dodgers, who are still fighting for a division title, just shipped off one of their starting pitchers midway through the season.
They haven't really liked him. And he also got, you got to remember when he got hurt last year, he got hurt not in rehab. Remember, he got hurt like at the restaurant. Yeah. So
but that's my point, though, is the Dodgers, despite being in the middle of a division race, just said, we're just going to ship you off to the other league, like mid-season. So clearly they weren't a fan of some of the stuff from May anyway. So
yeah, I just don't think he has good stuff, like, at all. I've never thought that. The other thing is that all he does is like give up base runners.
Yeah.
And if you look, like, that's the other thing. Like, you can say whatever, but like I'm looking at like the entire Houston lineup. I mean, let's see, Houston lineup versus righties. So looking at this lineup, the top 4 guys in this lineup, which is what I care about because that means that they're constantly getting on base. Everybody in their last 30 plate appearances against righties is batting 270 or higher. Carlos Correa is batting, by the way, 500 against righties in his last 30 plate appearances.
Correa, since joining the Astros, has an expected batting average of 508.
571 against righties too,
which is just ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. So, yeah, I mean, like, and also just like, even if they're not getting that, like, May walks the farm. Otherwise, like, he's just constantly giving up base runners. And this Astros team is right now hitting guys with runners in there. So, yeah, this is easy. Just give me Dustin May over his earned runs.
Yeah, I like it. Plus money. I don't think he's that good anyway. He's been quite bad on the road, so I can get behind that too. Either way, though, before we get into my second prop for the show, a reminder that brought to you by our sponsor, MyBookie.ag. Whose bookie?
Our bookie.
So, MyBookie.ag is a place for every sport. They have the baseball cards, they have WNBA, they have tennis, they have golf, and of course, football futures are also available at a ton of locations. Use crypto to deposit and to get fast payouts. When you sign up, though, for an account, use the code SGPN to get 100% of the bench up to 1K. Terms and conditions, apply with the G promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. They have Smart Signals, which are Power Trends rebranded. They've been dominating the baseball and the WNBA cards. So for baseball, once again, they've been crushing for WNBA in the month of July. Smart Signals were 97 and 65 with a 15.64 ROI. They've been good in August as well. Download the app, check out Smart Signals, start betting smarter. And a reminder that we do have a nice sign-up link for a 7-day trial with Rhythm. So use the link sportsgambling.com Rhythm to get your 7-day free trial. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Finished going through the first couple props for the show on Tuesday. Time to move on into my second prop for the show. So, looking at my prop, I'm going to go with a guy who might not play. We'll see. I got to always throw out a guy who might get voided for the bit. I'm going to go with Dylan Carlson. I'm going to go with the under half a hit at plus 125. I think most people realize he's bad. I don't think people realize how bad he's been for the last month or so. Carlson has 0 hits in 14 of his last 15 games. And you're looking at his overall numbers. Once again, he has just been absolutely useless at the plate. So Carlson, quickly pulling up the stats that I can find for Carlson. I just mentioned the games. So Carlson is against Kirby in this one. Kirby's allowed less than 6 hits in 8 straight. So Kirby, despite having a bit of I'd say an underwhelming season to his standards, has gotten better as season has gone on, and the hits have been manageable for him. But once again, 0 hits in a bunch of games lately. He might get pinch hit. We'll see what happens. He's a switch hitter, but he's bad on both sides right now. I think this guy is just really bad. And the fact is, plus 125 for a guy in free fall, I think is a very good price. I looked it up on Handigraphs yesterday, but I forgot the exact number, so let me just look it up again. But Carlson's metrics are also quite bad. So let me just see what I could find here. So Carlson, over the last 10, said before, his batting average is 0. His expected batting average is 134. So
bad. His expected over his last 5 is 083. It's
the point is he's not even getting fully unlucky.
He has a line of like terrible. An NPC.
Correct. So he's been bad in every metric, and that's good enough for me. Give me Carlson to not get a hit at plus 125. If he does not play, then I get to keep the bit running. I'm the void king on the show. But I think it's a great price. I think Kirby should go pretty fine in the start, and once again, Carlson's been really bad. Plus 125 just feels massive to me. Give me the under half a hit.
Yep, I'm into it. I was looking at it all right now. Okay, I'm actually feeling good because there's a couple of hitter stuff that I like. All right. What the guy you said yesterday can't get out of a wet paper bag. He's plus money every. Oh yeah, Helms is like pretty good on this stuff. D Johnson talking about thoughts on Dean Kramer over 1.5 walks allowed. I was very close to adding Dean Kramer over 1.5 walks allowed, so I do like that a lot. So, no, I like that play. Carlson stinks. He stunk on the Cardinals too. But he's into it. Let's. It's also a good game to. The only concern I have on that game on an under hitter is that it's supposed to be really warm. So it's part of my fade on Kramer is that when it's warmer, it's harder to control pitches because of just humidity and sweat and everything like that. And so I hope he just doesn't get a bloop, but all the metrics say that he stinks, man. He probably is getting lifted too because he's won't he get lifted? He bats 8th, right?
Wait, for who? We're talking about Carlson?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a switch hitter, so technically you could keep him in, but I mean, he can't hit from either side right now, so I don't really know what the plan is. I think he pinch hit yesterday. He had one plate appearance. Of course, he went 0 for 1, so the streak continued. But there is a chance that he ends up getting pinch hit for because, once again, he stinks. So we'll see what happens. But he might not play, so I might get this voided again, but we'll see. It's plus 125, though. I can't pass up on that price.
Someone's saying, is Kirby a fade versus Baltimore only lefties? Kirby's not. Kirby wasn't necessarily, I think, the fade for us. He's gotten better on the road. I mean, I can just check his stuff.
Baltimore has been quite good at getting hits against him over the years, but first of all, it's 3 starts. Second of all,
he's been really good.
Kirby was a mess earlier in the year when they played. He's been a lot better lately.
Way better. And like his expected ERA on the last 3 road games is like 4, which isn't great, but his K rate's still 26%. He's still he's getting people to swing out. His swinging strikes are really good. His ground ball rate's really good. So it's like one of those things where he might give up 3 runs and he'd still be fine.
I can see him going 6 innings, 2-3 earned. That's still fine. I thought about his outs actually, but I didn't take it.
We can figure it out. I'm going to play a couple of those things. Cool. So I am at the buzzer figuring out last minute. There are 2 hitter plays.
Do you want me to go again while you figure out your third prop?
No. I mean, fine. Why don't you go again? We'll switch it up. We'll try. This will be our switch up.
All right, that's fine. So for my third play, I'm going to go to the A's and Rays game. Give me Yandy. I'll take his under 1.5 bases at minus 105. He's had a less than 2 bases in 4 of the last 5. He's been bad on the road. He's had a less than 2 bases in 15 of his last 20 road games. And Lopez has been really, really good. Last 3 starts, 17 innings pitched, only 10 hits allowed and no runs allowed. Yandy, though, for whatever reason, has been really bad on the road recently. We know Yandy is built like an absolute tank, but he hits a lot of singles. So you might need 2 hits for Diaz to actually go over this base prop. Lopez has been, once again, really good. It's most of the price. I mean, if you're going under this number in 15 of the last 20 road games, you're against a good starting pitcher in Lopez, and I can get your under at minus 105. I like the price there. Once again, Diaz can get a hit. He just needs to avoid a double or multiple hits, which I'm fine with. So I'll dare Yandy to, once again, go over this base number that he's really not been good at going over the last month or so on the road. I know we both like Lopez, too. So I do like the spot here for Lopez. So give me the Yandy Diaz under on his 1.5 bases at minus 105.
Cool.
Was that enough time to stall, or do I need to do?
No. We're good. I was just checking and think. Yeah, stop taking this. So all right, I'm staying in that game where I don't think May does well. We're kind of doubling down with a player. Okay. Guy, we're gonna take Christian Walker. I'm gonna take his over 1.5 HRR, not his total bases. The reason why, so people ask, why do you take HRR versus this? HRR generally is not a great bet. It's because it's basically you're effectively paying more juice on him to either score a run or RBI. The thing is that I take it when someone's ISO is low, but their hitting stuff is high. So for someone this example is I'm going to use for you guys is Christian Walker. Christian Walker right now, over his last 5 games, he's murdering the ball. He's got a BABIP average expecting is all in the 300s. His WOBA's 517. His walk rate's 20%. But his if you look his ISO is actually kind of down there. His ISO against righties is only 160, so I would call that below median. So I see Joe saying I love HRR over bases. Just generally, go bases, because if a guy, because you're leaving money on this is like the run line versus -1. You're leaving money on the table otherwise on the exact same cap. Like if you think a guy's going to hit, so I think he's going to hit a home run.
Well, to be fair, I am going to interject a bit. You've also been a very big, I'd say, proponent of taking HRR towards the bottom of the order.
Right.
So,
and
some of your thoughts are based on the lineup position.
It's lineup health. It's a lineup health metric too. Yeah. And like the reality is like you look at Houston, the entire top. We just talked about this. The entire top of their lineup is hitting right now. So you want HRR when the guys in front are hitting well, because it's a lineup metric. You want a total base. Total bases is fantastic for a team that stinks and one guy is crushing the ball. Like it's awesome. And it's also just great in general because for those types of purposes. Like, the other night we took, or yesterday, 2 nights ago, I think we took Freddie Freeman, like guys around the Dodgers were not hitting, but like he was hitting really well. And we got him at +160 for his bases and he smacked it. So anyway, Christian Walker, I want his HRR here because, like you said, like the guys behind him aren't doing that well, but he's doing pretty well. -105 too, so it's basically even money. And his home run is 540. So
it's a good price.
Let's do this. He also has like fantastic metrics against the bullpen. Like this entire team, all this pitching staff, like against you saw like what happened yesterday because he fucked up Crochet. But like he's got Jordan Hicks, he just owns. He's got a 653 WOBA against him. Dustin May, To
be fair, I think every batter owns Jordan Hicks.
That is very true.
I think the secret to Jordan Hicks though is you never swing and you're on first base in like 5-6 pitches.
Yeah, totally. He's like, but like the Greg Weissert, every single dude in this bullpen, he's got a high slugging percentage, and so. And again, like I see Trevor talking about these K rates against lefties the last 3 weeks. Use 30 plate appearances. It's a much better thing. You have access to Andy Graphs. I know you can do that. You don't need a site. Baseball savant. So anyway, Christian Walker, HRR and his home run. HRR is even money actually on an exchange.
Yeah, I think Houston's top of the order should do some damage today because I don't think May's very good. So
yeah, I actually would almost consider. I don't hate like as a play in like a parlay or even maybe we could do a Christian Walker RBI ladder.
That's an option.
2 RBIs is +550.
It's a good price.
Yeah, so maybe we can make a bomb later.
There you go. Anyway, though, I'll ask you though, since I already did my third prop, since we switched up the order. You have any miscellaneous props you want to share for DPs?
Yeah, I like. I'm going to do Julio bases and home run as well.
Really, Julio? Can't stand that guy.
I know. He hit for us the other night.
I know. I'm just saying.
So he's.
We've had many discussions with CJ about Julio. So
yeah. Julio is just a worthless overall player, but he.
Except now.
When he hits? He hits in August.
Yeah.
Last 5 games, he's batting. His batting average 300. His WOBA is 460. His slugging percentage is 750. His last 10 games, his slugging has gone from 571 to his last 5, which is 570. He's just killing the ball. And his ground ball rate's gone down over the last few games. He's just kind of mashing right now. Those 2 I really liked. And who else was on my shopping list? That was it. Julio and Christian Walker are definitely going to be batter plays for me, though.
You have any DPs or anything?
Let's look. Let's see. Give me a DP. There's a couple DP gods who are playing today. Let's see.
I can't tell if Dustin May would be a good or a bad DP guy because there are a bunch of guys on base.
I'll tell you, metric wise, and he's a good infield. So he's a solid DP guy. Let me just look at the ground ball rate. Clay Holmes is a good DP guy, and he's playing. Clay Holmes, I would look for DP. DeScalafini. Let's see. DeScalafini. Yeah, DeScalafini's a good. So the Arizona.
I don't think I've ever heard him pronounced that way, by the way. DeScalafani?
DeScalafani? I don't know.
DeScalafani?
Yeah. What is it?
I've always hated that guy as a pitcher. I thought he sucked.
He was on the Giants.
He was on the Giants. He was on Cincinnati for a bit. I never thought he was good, but I don't know what that pronunciation was, to be honest.
Oh, dude, I thought it sounded great.
That is something else. I'll tell you that much. It's Di Sclafani, but either way, he stinks. Who cares?
So yeah, he's like Trevor asking about Collins. Let's see his pitching.
I like that guy.
Yeah, it's just starting to like not have value is the problem.
Oh no, I don't know if I'd want to go with him anyway against Skeens, but
yeah, I would rather honestly. You know what I'd rather bet? I'd rather bet and the total's low, right?
My total's like 7.
Yeah, I'd rather take 1st to 3 for the team.
Well, I was going to ask you. I saw a question earlier about the show, or on the show in the chat section. They were asking about Skeens outs, potentially for the under at 17.5. Do you have any thoughts on Skeens today? Because I know Milwaukee kind of shelled him the first time he faced them this season.
I mean, it's so hard to figure it out. Like I think we talked about this before, but Skeens is kind of like Skeens is just there to like. It feels like they're just there. He's just there to like do as much as he needs to do to lock up that Cy Young for them.
Yeah.
And
didn't he give up a career high in hits last start though? Like he wasn't.
He hasn't
amazing.
been great, man.
No.
Like
he's been surviving, but he's not been amazing.
He's got a lot of innings too. I mean, he's at 144 innings, dude. Like So let's see. In his last 3 starts, on the road too. I mean. So, okay, I'll tell you, you know what I would do like? I like his first pitch. I like his first pitch strike stuff is low.
Do you want his walks?
No. His under outs isn't bad. I do like his under outs.
I like the under outs anyway.
I like the under outs. So like what I look at here, I'll just share this so that everybody can see it because it makes it easier. So like, do you guys see this then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So first pitch strike in his last 3 road games is bad. Hard hit rate on his last 3 road games, bad. Ground ball rate on his last 3 road games, bad. BABIP on his last 3 road games is bad. That all basically means, and like I'm just gonna look. Yeah, dude, his 3rd time through the order this season is pretty high. I'll do that. I'll take Skeens under 17.5 outs.
Yeah, I agree with that play in general.
Let's do it.
You mentioned the pitch count stuff. Also, Milwaukee, we know, can work a lot of counts. I think Heaney had 90 pitches in like 4 innings yesterday. I know Heaney stinks, but still.
Heaney stinks.
They work a bunch of counts, which I do like, and I think Skeens can actually walk some guys in this one. So there's a reason why Skeens, despite pitching, is actually a dog for once. It's because Milwaukee's really, really good. So I do think that Skeens are going to struggle in this one.
And then low totals you should do 1st to 4, whatever, things like that. You get like insane value on that stuff. It's better value than the team total because they basically don't think it's going to happen.
And if you are picking Skeens to go about 5, you're looking at this really bad bullpen going for probably 3 innings in this game.
So here, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do the under. I'll do the under outs. Anyway, continue.
Yep. Anyway, any other miscellaneous stuff? Any DPs, or is that basically it?
DP wise, I think it's just sort of, I don't know. I'll figure out some DPs. Brazzers can call me back.
Okay, that's fine. We're holding out for a sponsor.
We're holding out. Yeah.
Anyway, before we get into our best bets and the underdog entry, a reminder they're brought to you by our sponsor. This is nice
because we basically live labbed my entire slate today, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll text me all the plays that you came up with from that live session in like 20 minutes.
Well, we did it. Yeah.
Yep. Either way, we're brought to you by Circa because they are hosting 3 of the biggest football contests of the coming NFL season. There's Circa Million, Circa Survivor, and Circa Rendismo, or 20 million guaranteed prizes. And remind you can hang out with SGPN at the Circa Contest Weekend from August 21st to 23rd. Amazing weekend, including live shows and open bars. Plus, you get 15% off your stay at Circa with the code SGP15. Contest open to everyone. Sign up in Nevada, play Renner with the help of our proxy at footballcontest.com. Use code SGP to get $50 off your proxy fees. We're also brought to you by Fantasy. They're doing Best Mania, happening all summer long. 15 million prizes, 2 minute first place. No waiver wire, no trade arguments. Best way to play fantasy football. You also can use Pick'ems if you want to create your own entry for Underdog. We're going to 500 times your entry. When you sign up, though, use the code MLBSGPN to get a special pick and a first-time deposit offer up to $1K in bonus cash. Our fantasy promo code MLBSGPN. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Finished going through our props for the card on Tuesday. Time to move on into the the best bets that we have for the show. Adam, what do you like as your best bet for the props?
Iron Dome, baby.
Okay, that was at what, 17.5?
Yeah,
minus 130, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go.
I will also say I feel better about my card today than I have on previous days because some other days I'm like. I like stuff's not out. I go to sleep and I do whatever, and it feels a little rushed. I feel a little bit better about it today with some of these things. Also, because I'm leaning a little. I haven't, you know me. Last year I was like all about batter props, and this year I was heavy in pitcher props, and we proved the point. Did really well. Now maybe it's time to go back into the batter world where I used to come from and play around. So I'm doing that.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure how to categorize most of my props, because if I take unders on every single batter prop, in a way it's batting props, but in a way it's also pitcher
No, it is.
props.
It goes in my tracker. On my tracker, whenever we do like I'm going to have some Ks too. I'm going to have dudes
but
Ks.
I'm saying, like, technically I'm taking batter props, but I'm picking them to stink. So in theory, I am backing pitching over hitting most of the time. But yeah, I feel like I kind of rely on I don't want to say my record on the show to be pretty solid, but I do think I have less stress on my mind because I'm usually guaranteed to have at least one push because I'm the king of the void. So
That's
going
fair.
0-3 is really never an option for me because one of the guys I bet on just is not going to play for some reason.
That's fair.
So that's kind of how I look at it. But yeah, it's been good for the season, so can't really complain. For my best bet, though, on the show, I had a couple I was really tempted by. Carlson at plus 125 is such a good deal.
It's such a great. But
Soderstrom's my boy. You're my boy, Blue. I
know. It's sort of. Do you want to take him the day after he had a big game? That's kind of a thing.
He had a big game for 10 straight days. I keep taking him.
That's fair.
And both times I gave him out on the show in the last week, he homered. So, yeah, you know what? I'll go Carlson.
Okay.
I can't turn down that price. Plus 125 for a guy with no hits and 14 in his last 15 is just too appealing to me. We've talked before that Kirby's been better recently, and the fact is Kirby's hits allowed have been solid lately. He might not bat the entire game. He might get lifted. But once again, 0 hits in 14 of 15, and it's plus 125. I got to just grab it. Like, that price should arguably be like minus 120.
No,
Plus 125 is insane.
I agree.
And I went through the expected batting average in the last 10 is.
Well, his expecting batting average being worse than his actual average makes me.
Well, to be fair, his average during the last 10 games is 0, but expected is 173. So he's been really bad.
That's also like a thing, guys. Like, use the date. Like, don't worry about where the line moves and this kind of stuff on these plays, because the reality situation is
I never worry about it for hits. If the guy can't hit, the guy can't hit.
Exactly. Like they don't. No one's fucking. They're not tracking this. They don't. I don't
know what type of sharp movement you're expecting on taking a bad hitter to actually get a hit in the game. Like, the guy's terrible. What do you want from me? Exactly. So I'll go with the plus 125 for Carlson, under half a hit, as my best bet for the show. Anyway, for the underdog entry, Adam, I'll ask you, do you want to recycle anything, or do you want to just come up with new stuff? Because I actually don't mind. I don't mind the Skeens outs, actually, in that entry.
Let's do Skeens outs. Let's do a Christian Walker. Let's do an RBI.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay. Let's do Skeens outs. Let's do Walker RBI.
By the way, that was the lower on the Skeens outs, to be clear.
Yes. Well, when I repeat the whole thing, I will. Christian Yelich is who keeps coming up. Okay.
Homer yesterday.
Okay.
I believe you called that for Yelich yesterday.
I did call that. Called that on the show. Let's see. Okay, so Christian Walker lower. Do we want to do a rhythm power trend, smart signal?
For
WNBA?
baseball,
What's that? No,
for baseball or WNBA?
Definitely WNBA. Emma under assists. Oh, Alicia Gray. Alicia Gray under. That's our queen.
Oh, no, it's not. That's Chelsea Gray.
They both have been. Alicia Gray's been great on unders for us.
That I just don't believe that is true. But Chelsea has.
I have these. I have it. Like, let's look.
I know she went over last game, but
I don't. Over last game.
I see a couple actually for tonight. I see one on Kelsey Plum. We can go with Plum lower 25.5
PA. Wow, is that on here?
Yeah.
That's huge. Against the Liberty?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Cool. We'll already have all of our baseball done, and then we can just throw in some power trend.
I'll bet the smart signals once we get off the air, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Okay, so PA under 25, lower 25.5 PA.
Yeah.
All right, let's start this all over. Paul Skeens lower 17.5 pitching outs, which appears to be a group ride for the entire chat. Christian Walker, an RBI. Kelsey Plum lower 25.5 points and assists. That is a smart signal. Would you like to guess what our multiplier is?
The RBI is going to be plus money, obviously, so it's going to help. I'm going to go with 6.54.
9.09.
That is massive. Okay.
So I'm gonna do it. We're doing it, right?
Yeah, we're doing it, of course. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Done.
Cool.
Do you remember when we hit that underdog play that had an Ohtani steal and a couple other things like early in the season?
I don't remember if it was Ohtani steal or if it was Kim steal.
Oh, it was Kim steal. That's what it was. Yeah.
I remember that.
Anyway, I just did it. I'm just gonna send it to you. So this is a bomb, dude.
Yep, it is. So
cool.
Either way, once again, that's our earned entry. That's going to wrap it up for the show. Adam, anything else you want to add? I know once again we're going to be in Vegas tomorrow, so I'll be there for the weekend.
What time's your flight?
As a result, what? My flight gets in around 2 local.
Okay, I'll be there. Well, you're with me. We're both at the D, right?
I tried to time it out because usually check-in's at 3. So by the time I get to the hotel,
I'm going to get there and I'm just going to say put our rooms next to each other. So that's like fine.
That's fine. My point is I'm just going to check in, hopefully, and my room's ready by the time I get to the hotel. So
okay, cool.
That's where I'm at. But anyway, I wanted to bring that up because we're going to have no show tomorrow for the prop show. It's why we did a show today. And we should have a show later in the week. So
yeah, we also, if we get bored, we might do a show at like 1 a.m. and just do it.
Correct.
Just like you do at WNBA.
We have the time difference.
We have
which actually works in our benefit for this. But the point is, for the actual schedule, we're going to aim for a Saturday games.
Yeah. Yeah.
So keep that in mind. This week is a one-off for the schedule because we're going to be in a different state. So because of that, we did the show today, and we're going to do one probably Friday night or Saturday morning for the Saturday games. So keep that in mind. So if you're waiting for a prop show tomorrow, don't, because there's not going to be a prop show tomorrow.
Yep.
So
also, the DAPS thing tonight, go to it and cheer for Scott and Eddie to get good stuff in Rams and Bucks.
Yes.
It's at
I've
7
never
p.m.
I've never done any of those pack openings in my life.
Eastern. I've never either. I was like, cool, because Kramer asked me, and I was like, this feels like buying Girl Scout cookies. So sure.
I used to collect baseball cards or like cards with my dad, but that was more of just a bonding exercise. We didn't actually like try to sell anything. So I
had Star Trek cards. I had baseball cards. I had all those cards, but then I
remember when these companies started selling those pieces of dirt. Remember I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I still have like a mini piece of dirt from Turner Field that I got in like a pack one time.
That's nice.
So,
right.
Do I know how much it's worth? No, not even close. No, not at all. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for the show. Remind you can find me on Twitter, Radio. Find him on Twitter at Rosenberg. And until next time, I'll be back on the MLB show later today with Alante to break down the Wednesday games. Till next time, good luck to all of you and all of your bets. Bye, everyone.